Hello, hello everyone. Thank you for joining. Let us go ahead and jump right into Jump King. I already have everything set up here. We are in the chapel now. Should hopefully be a little bit easier to climb up, but we'll see. That's mean. Oh, you can't take what you dish out. That's going to affect my legacy. Yeah. Okay. Oh, sorry, that was a little harsh. What's the big supermarket you have up in Canada? I mean, if it's not Walmart. It's whatever there is, and it'll be playing forward. Close out of that. And let us jump. Okay, it is Walmart or Canadian Superstore. Gotcha. Okay, I'm not gonna lie to y'all. I don't remember how I climbed up last time I played this, but I have a feeling I'll be able to figure it out in some amount of time. Nope. Yo, hide in my cornstarch container. Do I even have cornstarch in my apartment? It's so dry in here. You were in my flour earlier. My all-purpose flour. Ah, too much. Zaf, when was the last time you made oobleck? Have you ever made... did you ever do that science experiment at home? You were one step away from being a fried fish. Yeah. Okay, cool. That's a... Oh, what's that? Okay, so if you take very specific amounts of both cornstarch and water and mix it together, you get a substance that is known as oobleck. So, oobleck is really weird in that if you swish your fingers around in it, it has a lot of give. Like, it kind of just feels like you're going through, like, a slightly tougher liquid. But if you start, like, pounding it, or, like, doing, like, really hard, deliberate strikes on it, it feels very rough. Like, it doesn't give as much. It also has kind of like a... It also, like, if you put something in it, it kind of... Semi-liquid putty? Is that what they call it? Yeah. So if you put something in it, it'll also kind of sink as if it's in quicksand. Also, if you put it on top of a speaker and pump bass frequencies into it, it starts dancing around, which is pretty cool. Oh. But yeah, that's like one of those experiments that like every kid in America grew up doing. That and the whole like baking soda and vinegar experiment. Oh, that's cool. What about for middle school science projects? They let students do Tesla coils. I'm trying to think if I ever... I don't know if I ever interacted with a Tesla coil. What the fuck was I doing in middle school science? I was probably making very simple circuits. Like, you know that thing where you take, like, 9-volt batteries and you connect them to, like, lights and shit? Homemade space-time continuum teleportation devices. Yeah, you know, I heard in some middle schools you have to build your own Large Hadron Collider. That's only good if you go to an Ivy League middle school, though. Hell yeah. Oh. Whoop. Like LeBron would do it. His ancestors did it. They made space-time continuum teleportation devices. Is that why Constantinople fell? A bunch of time travelers came in and fucked everything up? That's the pop my Bastille volcano hat. I love it. Yeah, the Bastille disaster, they called it. That leads up to Eastern Lakers, yeah. History gets pretty complicated when you start talking about Constantinople. I don't know the order in which everything happened. Labronia Sophia, which is a basketball hoop temple structure. There you go. Ah, get up. There we go. Shit. Oh, you know what? If I do a jump at full force, I think that'll work. Get up there. Get up there, please. There we go. Hell yeah. Calculate the derivative or the limit you need to set your jump as we approach 0. I just kind of do it by feel and counting the number of seconds. He will jump in a parabolic shape, though. And the height of that parabola is dependent on how long I hold the spacebar down. Get up there. Thank you. There we go. There we go. Jump King is doing on the fly calc 1 to get out of here. Yeah, at the very least, Jump King has probably some understanding of, like, basic physics. He understands that his trajectory is in a parabolic shape. The cool thing about Jump King, though, is that his horizontal velocity is always going to remain constant. So that's nice. That's a nice ideal scenario for modeling simple kinematics equations. Get up there! Thank you. There we go. Alright, back up here. Whoa! Alright, one more time. There we go. The ice level got some margarine coating. You spread margarine all over the level. You know, that just makes it harder for me to climb this right now. Damn it. I did the same exact thing I did last time. Okay. Alright, let's try it now. Sisyphus moment. One must imagine playing Jump King happily. I'm sure plenty of people do. I was gonna say, the first several times I played this, it was pretty happy. A little annoying, but that's to be expected when you're starting a new game. I don't know. Like I said earlier, I'm certainly happier that I'm not in the area below anymore. There we go. Get up there. Alright, back up. Damn it, not again. Oh, that's gonna give me trouble. Okay. Damn it. I'm not quite sure how much more there is left in this game. I don't think there is a ton left. It might be Blue Ruin, like one more and then the final level. What if we weaponize giant squids? Giant squids are one of the biggest underwater creatures, right? Are giant... I don't know if they're actually capable of causing, like, widespread destruction, though. At least not on the level of, like, a kraken. One more reason to fear the ocean. You know what? They would probably be really good, like, stealth weapons. Because didn't we as a species go for the longest time without having, like, a ton of definitive proof whether or not giant squids actually existed? Because they tend to hide, like, super low and stay, like, away from humans. Yeah. I think that's how we can weaponize them. We could send giant squids into, like, enemy territory, and they won't even find out about it. Because they're just that good at hiding. I think you're onto something there, Zap. Hey. Cat just came into the bedroom. We're sending Nekos for the war effort. Yes. To retake Constantinople. Yeah, it's fallen, but we'll get it back for LeBron. There we go. Okay, back up again. Let's not fall the same way that we did last time. Oh. Shit. Never mind, I'm just gonna fall the same way. Okay. That's good to know, though. You really can't second-guess yourself on that stage, because as soon as you do, you become unstable. I think my cats are about to start fighting. I don't think the microphone's gonna pick it up. Alright. There we go. Oh, smart. I can just jump full force into it and it'll work. But not that. There we go. Yes, Zeph. Sending a bunch of noses over here. You trying to say something? What are your thoughts on wormholes? Big fan of them as a concept. I'd love to see us get to a point where we can actually, like, utilize them. But my understanding is that it takes a lot of energy to keep them open. I'm trying to think. We haven't really observed wormholes yet, have we? Because I've definitely heard about, like, our idea that certain interactions with matter can cause, like, matter to, like, spontaneously appear just out of energy, but I don't think we've seen evidence that we can necessarily connect two completely distinct points in space together. I'd love to see us get to a point where we could do that, though. I mean, that could have really cool implications on, like, travel and our ability to send, like, data or people places. Aha. Alright, let's go through the chapel again. The exotic matter floating around in the observable universe waiting to rewrite all of science and math in question. Yep. Oh my god, have you looked up, like, strange matter and that type of shit? Where it's like, you have these neutron stars where it's theorized that because the conditions in neutron stars are so crazy and matter is just superheated to the point where it goes past plasma, like, atoms obviously break down, but even, like, protons, neutrons all break down into quarks. So you've got, like, this hot mess of, like, quark matter inside neutron stars. But the theory is that if conditions are just right, you can actually get... You mean as a neutron stars that are also high in magnetic fields that can rip anything atom by the speed of light? A little bit, but it's more so about what's happening inside the star, as opposed to what impact the neutron star has on things outside of it. Because if the conditions are just right inside the neutron star, then you could potentially get a scenario where you have quarks kind of fusing together and creating a heavier type of quark that does not appear in matter, like, or it does not appear as commonly in the universe. It's called strange matter. And the cool thing about strange matter is that some theories say if it does exist in neutron stars the way we propose it does, and there are certain conditions that can potentially lead it to being stable, such that it would exist outside of neutron stars. These matters are built different. Yes, exactly. After mewing subatonically. I still don't get the whole mewing meme, but they, so yeah, once these neutron stars are done quark maxing, they get all of these absolute units of strange matter within them, and they are so locked in that, I don't know, I'm trying to think of, I'm running out of Gen Z terms. Anyway, there's a theory that says strange matter is potentially more stable than normal matter, and I don't know why they decided that was the case. I don't think we proved it yet, because strange matter is hard to observe, because strange quarks in isolation don't do well, but the idea is if you have enough strange quarks, they could potentially just stay as strange quarks and be stable, and the theory is that they're more stable than normal matter, which means if strange matter comes into contact with normal matter, it can convert normal matter into more strange matter, which is a terrifying thought, because that means if there is strange matter out there that can leak into the universe, it can potentially convert anything it comes into contact with into more strange matter, including planets, including stars, including people, including anything. However, we don't have any evidence that's what actually happens, so we're probably okay. I like the idea, though. That's kind of a cool... If you want to think about possible ways the world could end, that's certainly one of them. Oh. FTL travel, yes. We need tachyons with that, right? What if we just find exotic matter? And use it for our FTL travel? To make it possible? I mean, I suppose we can. If exotic matter is out there, we can probably find it. I guess my biggest question is, how do we harness it? Huh, fell the other side this time. The two limits of light speed is inherently down on the quantum level that we still have to fully discover. Yeah, I mean, I think quantum mechanics already has, like, some explanation as to why that's the case. But to be fair, it also just comes from our own observations on light. The fact that it seems to move at a constant speed no matter what your reference point is. Oh. We need to discover more of the whys. Yes, I definitely agree on that. And we might. I mean, I think there's still more for us to observe in the universe. We still have to figure out what dark matter is. We have to figure out how gravity fits into the standard model, which we don't quite know just yet. Damn it. That's something that I'd be excited about, is if we can find, like, a good enough explanation for how gravity fits in to the standard model in our lifetimes. I know supposedly string theory has the answer to that, but I also don't think we have good evidence that string theory is even possible. So I'd like to see something with more. I'd like to see a better contender. Although, to be fair, I guess, maybe it doesn't really matter that we don't have, like, a standard model representation. I think you were talking about this earlier, right? That gravity is a side effect of space-time itself. It's what happens when matter interacts with space-time, essentially. Like, I guess it's not, like, a bad thing if that just ends up being kind of our main definition for gravity. Like, it'd be nice to think, like, given the fact that we've already been able to kind of correlate the other forces of the universe to specific particles and specific interactions between particles, it's definitely nicer looking if we have, like, a particle explanation for gravity as well, but who knows. There we go. There we go. Back up. Doesn't classical physics explain what you just said? Though they covered how it's an attractive force. I mean, yeah, classical physics is good at modeling it. Like, it at least gives us the ability to kind of, like, show how planetary bodies interact with each other. But we don't have, like, a really good fundamental reason for why that's the case, right? Damn it. How do I do that one? Oh. That's tough. How do you get past that part? What I had for dinner? I had a chicken tikka masala dinner kit from Trader Joe's with some naan bread. Very tasty. Korean rice cakes with spicy sauce. Ooh, nice. That sounds really tasty. Yep, I had my... Yeah, chicken tikka salad, very good. Yeah, I like Trader Joe's version of it too. It's pretty good. You had butter chicken for lunch, nice. And basmati rice, yeah, gotta have it with the rice. Yep. I'll probably have paneer at some point later this week, either Wednesday or Thursday when I go into the office. How the hell do I... Oh. No! Didn't mean to jump that far. What's up, Zaf? Gen Z language. Yeah. I don't know if what I say is Gen Z or Gen Alpha. I mean, stuff that I didn't grow up saying, essentially. is just how I look at it. Mewing is physically altering your jaw to be more handsome. Huh. Interesting. Okay, thanks for explaining that to me. I didn't know that. I wasn't sure if it was like a, I mean, it's a meme of some sort, but I wasn't sure, like, where it came from or anything. Because I see people, like, whenever I hear people talking about mewing, they do, like, the stroke across their chin, so it makes sense that it's, like, a way to kind of shape the jaw. Tweaking or tweak is another way to say mad, angry, agitated. Yes, I'm familiar with that one. I don't use that one all that often, but yes. Oh, shit! That worked. So you have to, like, immediately jump as soon as you land. That's annoying. Oh, no. I wonder. Nope. Yeah, I think I mentioned before on stream at some point. I like keeping up with, like, a little bit of, like, Gen Z or Gen Alpha language. One, because I think it's funny. And two, just because, I don't know. I find the evolution of language to be very interesting. Like how just certain new phrases will pop up and become, like, popular. You can barely comprehend Skibbity Toilet, Gat, in Ohio. Actually, Skibbity Toilet, I think, is the one I can comprehend the most. I mean, that's basically just like modern YouTube poop, essentially. Gat is like when you see a big butt, right? That's all I know about it. That's like how you react. I don't know what Ohio's deal is. These ain't even words no more. Yep. Ah, shit. There's gotta be an easier way to clear that. I like bussin'. That's pretty cool. I don't know if that's really... I don't know if that's Gen Z, though. That might be more AAV, but I like it. Bussin's a pretty cool phrase. Ugh, come on, man. There we go. Sheesh! Yeah. I like that. Oh yeah, On God is another one that I've heard come up more. Not that long ago. No Cap is pretty good too. I like that one. Oh. Oh, okay. That's not bad. I think it's funny how in this stage, after you land and, like, fall, it's possible for you to just keep sliding. What if? You slam-kissed a particle going at the speed of light? Hang on, I need a... that's a phrase I need to look up, actually. Slam-kissed. How would this affect Taylor Swift's French Republic legacy? Is Slam Kiss literally where you just, like, slam them against a wall or something? Or you just slam your head into that? What does it mean? Google is not helping me out here. Interesting. Okay. So here's the thing. Like, slam kissing is you colliding with something. Got it. Thank you. Okay, so here's the thing, Zaf. Several years ago, I don't remember when, there was an observation. A dark joke is like kissing a tree and Jesus, yeah. Okay, so, a long-ass time ago, there was some sort of, I guess, astronomical tool pointed at the sky, and it picked up a particle with mass going insanely fast. It's now called the Oh My God particle, and it was theorized to be a proton. Like, somewhere in the universe, something crazy happened that caused a proton to go nearly the speed of light. And when I say nearly speed of light, I'm not talking about like 99 or 99.9%. It's like 99.9999995% or something like that. It's insane. Insanely fast. It's theorized that the energy in that proton was equivalent to the energy of a baseball. So if you slam kissed a particle with mass going at the speed of light, it would probably feel at least like getting hit in the face with a baseball, if not harder than that. Probably a lot harder. Would you slam kiss a particle at the speed of light? Only photons. No protons. Do it for LeBron. You know what? LeBron can slam kiss a particle if he wants. And Charlie Puth. Yeah. Another tortured poet. Cast a High School Musical would do musicals to fund their own particle accelerator. I think there should be a musical about kids that build a particle accelerator. That'd be kind of cool. Inadvertently create a wormhole that opens up Zen, which means Half-Life 3. I'll let you cook. Keep going. Ow. Okay. I am actually gonna look up a strategy on how to do that. Jump key walkthrough. Okay, it's literally what I've been doing. Where you just have to just jump right at the very end of that slide. That is not very kind. But it doesn't look like there's a better way. Okay. I keep jumping up that way, but I can probably jump to the right, honestly. There we go. Oh. There we go. Ah, that ice. All that margarine on the field. Oh, that needs to be a full jump. On the bright side, I think this is like one of... I think the ice stage is like one of the last ones before the final couple floors. What are you doing? Come on. There we go. No. Whoa. Wrong direction. There we go. Ah, I do have to jump across. Okay, good to know. What's your new lore? Hit me. Whoops. It's okay. I have new lore that's perpetually coming soon. It's funny, because I started VTubing with this idea that I would have this really cool lore about, like, me traveling the universe, finding, like, the source of human creativity. And I still like that idea, but I don't know what to develop it into. What lore are you cooking? Yeah, so the basic idea is that I am... Okay, so I am a wizard. I am a spellcaster. Music is kind of the language of my magic, specifically like psychedelic music. And it's the idea that, in general, our ability to kind of tap into art and just like kind of create is kind of the ultimate connection you can have with the universe. And the basic idea is that there exists some location somewhere in the universe that is the fountain of all creativity. So part of my lore was basically like, I'm in the process of exploring that and trying to locate it. And for me to kind of understand my own role in the universe. But I don't quite know how I would develop that more. So, like, I like the idea. I'm going to hold on to it. And that was even kind of the theme of my last EP, Chart the Course, was kind of like me starting that exploration to try and find, like, I don't know. To kind of try to find that, like, well of human creativity. Wow, come on. Yeah, God, if you screw up down there, then you're all the way back at the bottom of the chapel. But yeah, like, the way I've kind of looked at it is, instead of soup, you come down to pray. Yep. Yeah. The way I look at it is, if I develop more lore, then great. It's not going to be the center focus of me for now. I will say this, though. I would absolutely love to come out with, like, a concept album one day. I grew up on a lot of progressive rock, so, like, Pink Floyd, Yes, Peter Gabriel were some of my favorite artists. And prog rock is, like, kind of the place where most albums that get released end up having, like, an overarching theme where each song kind of relates to that theme or tells a story. I would love to do that someday. I don't know what the story would be about, but I would like to do it at some point. There we go. Okay. Aha. Oof. I don't like that. No! Okay. That's not as hard as I thought it would be. That's just, it's annoying. My cats are fighting right now. Shh. Chill out, guys. I think they're just bored because I'm the only one home right now. That's the thing about cats, is they will make their own entertainment if you leave them to their own devices. Oh. Whoop! A little bit too much on that one. Oops. Ooh. That's a dangerous place to land. No, stop going down there. I don't want to go back there. Thank you. I don't need to get stuck between Bargenberg and the snowy area for days again. Whoop! What am I doing? You know that cells in biology are kind of the top dogs? Like the smallest unit of life that isn't an organism. Yeah, they are. That's kind of a crazy thought that's like... That is like a really wild thought to me that like we, the organisms, are made up of like these unique cells that aren't like... They're all unique in that they're separate entities, but they're still all us. Like, they still have all of our DNA, they're just specialized for their own specific roles. Yeah, it's wild to me to think about, like, how a bundle of cells just comes together and forms, like, a sentient being. Or, like, something that's capable of, like, I don't know, experiencing the world beyond, like, what the cells are capable of experiencing at, like, all on their own. We are the universe experiencing itself. Whoa! Why am I jumping there? Sorry, I got too lost in a philosophical thought there. Okay, back to the game. So I was thinking of a really old meme I saw a long time ago that was like... I don't even know how to describe it. It's literally just a bunch of guys in, like, their underwear and there's a fuck ton of spaghetti. Like, it's not, like, pornographic or anything. It's just weird. And it has the caption, "We are the universe experiencing itself." I'll see if I can find it. I don't think it's NSFW or anything like that. It's just weird. But it made me laugh every time I saw it. It's a good absurdist meme if you're into the absurdist humor, which I absolutely am. Speed of dark. There you go. I had a few college friends that wanted to invent a dark, like a device, dark speed, like a device that when you turn it on, it makes the surrounding area darker. I wonder how you would do that. I guess you could use like black holes or something, but you'd probably turn off more than the light. A darkening device, yeah, exactly. Something that like specifically captures light. A light gap device, yeah, something like that. No, stop falling. Thank you. Let's jump up. Like, this area really isn't that hard. Like, it's a little tedious. This area sucks, though. You have such a small reaction time to be able to, like, do that jump. This area is gonna be... I misread that, and I thought you said this area is gonna make you twerk at first. And I thought that's a really funny reaction to something that frustrates you. To the third prime of X. Yeah. Oh, jeez. I swear I'm gonna start twerking if I don't get up here. That's a lie. I don't know how to twerk. I would be really bad at twerking. Twerking, yeah. Yep. God, please. There you go. If LeBron James asked me to twerk, I'd twerk. I don't know what else. I don't know. Maybe I could make that like a follower goal in like a long ass time or something. No, I did it again. I'm not supposed to jump there. Saying that's what she said. Yeah, you would twerk for LeBron James. You twerk to save LeBron Stantonopoulos. I'll be oiled up. There you go. Yeah. A nice glistening olive oil full of omega-3 fatty acids. While twerking. Land. There you go. You don't twerk after winning a Fortnite 1v5. I'm gonna let you know a little secret, Zeph. I don't think I've ever played Fortnite. I have played a, I'm actually more likely to floss than twerk, I think. And that's not just in game that's also in IRL as well. No, I installed a one of those like competitor apps. I think it's like Farlight or something like that. I installed that to play with my nephew. But I only play it with him. I don't play that game with anyone else. Damn it. Yeah, we should floss in public. Cover it. Oh my god. There we go. Now that's a real reward for the viewers there. There we go. If we ever meet Zap, we can floss in public together. How does that sound? There we go. What if you teased a Fansly or OnlyFans only for people to sub for your math lessons? Some people actually do stuff like that. Like, I mean, because that's... They can get their brains... They can have a mathgasm. Oh my god. That just triggered a really funny college memory. Sites like OnlyFans and Fansly, like... You can put whatever the hell you want behind a paywall. It doesn't have to be, like, lewd stuff. You can put math behind a paywall. I'm sure there's a market for it. I just don't know if it would sell very well. Plus, you got all these, like, big math YouTubers who just give it away for free. So it's like, what is it that I have to give away that would make people want to, like, spend money on? You can make money off Ming. I believe that. I think people would pay money for, if you, like, did, like, professional photos of your cat, then I think people would pay money to see that. He is very photogenic. He is a very sweet-looking cat. If Ming Ming was a human, he would listen to Forge 32 of Nightcore Charlie Puth while watching NBA Finals and eating Takis. Damn, he's got quite the personality. The blue-colored one? Okay, I've only tried Takis once in my life. They were good, but they gave me a crazy stomachache, so I never, like, ate them again. I haven't tried the blue ones, but I have been tempted so many times to just buy a bag. To see what they're like. No, don't go there. Damn it. I'll tell you what, though. Trader Joe's makes a really tasty rolled corn chip with, like, chili and lime. Takis is a good way to start your internal combustion engine. Yeah, I definitely believe that. I also thought it was really funny how, like, your guts will work hard to work off the spicy. Oh my god, dude. And, like, I don't know if it's a thing. I'm sure it's a thing with regular Takis, too. But certainly with the Trader Joe's version. They're just... The amount of, like, spice and acid on them sometimes will, like, burn my tongue. It's like, you gotta watch out. You can't eat. I can't believe I saved myself that many times. And then just... fucking ate it there. Don't eat too many chili chips at a time or else you will burn your tongue. That's no good. Yes, Zach. What more knowledge can I dispense? What if you just inhale your pepper spray as a food? How long do you want to cough? I had, how would this affect your... Okay, so here's the thing. I think I saw... I seem to have some memory buried in my head of a time where someone in high school, I don't know them, they weren't my friend, they were just a classmate. I seem to recall a time where someone brought a can of pepper spray in to class and then just sprayed it directly on their tongue to see if it was spicy. Spoiler alert, yes, it is spicy. That's what it's designed for. But that interaction makes me think, yes, you can. Like, I don't think it would have nutritional value, though. Like you're not gonna, like, you're not getting vital nutrients by, like, First of all, don't inhale pepper spray. That's a bad idea. That's like, you're gonna cough forever. But just spraying it onto your tongue, like, it's gonna burn. Like, it's gonna hurt like hell. Even tops the spiciest natural pepper. Yeah, exactly. Like, that's not the type of stuff that you want to, like, eat for fun. That's the type of stuff that, like, you spray into an attacker's face to, like, get away from them. Oh, wow. Oh, no. There we go. Yeah, specifically designed to act as a deterrent. Now that's an interesting way to fall. I would not recommend eating pepper spray. Although you totally could. It'll just... You're not going to have a good time doing it. Pepper spray deodorant for a week or eat 10 cans of surströmming in one day. Ugh. That's a thinker. That's a good one. I don't think I can make it through that day if I eat a bunch of surströmming. Like, I think there will come a time in which I'll try it at some point. Like, it's not really something I'm trying to do, but if I'm ever in a situation where someone offers it, I'll probably try it. Oh, you can, like, cook surströmming? And that probably would help a little bit. So here's the battle going on in my mind. How much would pepper spray hurt to spray on, like, on your armpit? Because, like, that's sensitive skin. It's probably gonna sting, but it wouldn't be as bad as, like, spraying it on your eyes or on your tongue. But I'd also imagine the fumes from it would probably irritate you as well. I don't want to eat 10 cans of surströmming. I'm gonna try the pepper spray. Yeah. I'm gonna pepper spray. Final offer. Wait, which would you do? Nope. I haven't bonked there, I think, in a while. You don't like fermented fish? I can honestly say fermented fish doesn't sound appetizing to me. I'm sorry. I don't think I've ever had it. And it's not really something I'm going to seek out to try. That's not to say I'll never have it. Just, I'll probably try alternate things before I get to that point. You would do the surströmming? Okay. I will say that I do have, like, a little bit of a sensitive stomach. Like, not that I have, like, dietary restrictions. I think I have, like... I swear I have, like, GERD a little bit, but it's just not, like... It's never been that serious that I've needed to, like, alter my diet for medical reasons. It just means that sometimes I can get, like, nauseous. Or just, like, get that heartburny feeling. The cover they put on the deodorant part irritates that part of your body. Oh, okay. Minor allergy reaction to aluminum and deodorant. Yeah, I've heard that's a pretty common thing for people to get irritated by aluminum. I know in the US they make a lot of deodorants that don't have aluminum in them. You gotta be careful though. You gotta find like a good deodorant that uses like all natural ingredients. Because I've also heard about certain like chemicals in deodorant are just not good for you. I mean, aluminum's probably one of them. But wait, would the pepper spray have aluminum in it? I'm legit imagining like you're just taking pepper spray and applying it directly to your armpits. No. It's just spray can. Okay. You're just saying in general, like, you wouldn't take deodorant over, like, surfing. That sprays pure capsaicin. Yeah. Yeah, that's what I thought. No. There we go. Oh. Do they actually? All Scandinavian countries have English as their official language. So I was about to say, Swedish? Like, yes, Danish BF for me soon. There you go. That's why I need to open the floodgates. Yeah, so your BF can swim to you. I'll ring that doorbell next chance I get. I actually didn't know that, because I know that, Sweden and Norway both have their own languages. I think Finland has their own. Yeah, they all have their own languages, I think. They all do, yeah. But I didn't know English was the official language. God, I would love to visit Sweden and Norway at one point. I don't know what I would do there, necessarily. Probably go to Stockholm, probably go to, like, Oslo or something, but... I don't know, that's just, like, a part of the world that, like... It's hard to describe. It's a part of the... Well, okay, I'll explain a little bit of my reasoning. There are certain parts of the world that I want to explore specifically because of, like, their musical history. So, like, I want to go to Jamaica at one point because of its role in, like, reggae music and dub music. I want to go to Goa in India because of its role in, like, psychedelic trance music. Want to go to the UK because all of, like, the big prog rock and classic rock bands got their start there. I'd like to go to Sweden and Norway because of their, like, origins in, like, metal music. But I'm also just, like, I don't know how far down the rabbit hole I want to go, necessarily. Because, like, Norway has some very, like... It's got a very well-documented history of, like, metal music that's also very problematic. Because a lot of those, like, early participants in the metal scene did a lot of, like, really sketchy shit. Like, burning churches and stuff. But it's, like, the style of metal music that came out of that was, like, very influential to, like, extreme metal. You know, like, that's the black metal music scene. So it's like, I I have an interest in it for, like, kind of the academic sake of it, but I don't know. I like the idea that at the very least I could explore, like, that kind of side of metal music. Because it's such a weird niche with its own, like, very interesting history to it, I think. But yeah, all that to say is that there are certain places I like to explore, specifically just because of, like, their music. Oh yeah, I want to go to Ibiza at some point too. That's yeah, the island off the coast of Spain that has, like, some of the biggest nightclubs in the world. Damn it. Damn it, how do I stop myself? There we go. Damn it. Ow. Oh. Shoot. There we go. Oh. God, it's already been like an hour and a half or so. Almost an hour and a half. It's like, I know I'm making progress because it's like I'm able to get up to the top of this chapel a lot quicker. But God, jumping through that icy area is really challenging. Echo's emotes always look very nice. Whoever, do you know if she commissioned someone to do her emotes? Whoever did them did a really good job with them. Yeah. Alright. Oh. At least it deposits me there. Damn it. No, don't go that way. You found a way to watch YouTube Shorts in standard form. All you gotta do is replace the short to watch in the link. Okay. Like, you're basically... So you're basically putting the short into, like, the standard YouTube player instead of, like, the short player. Yeah. Oh. Damn it. That's good that they offer that, that you can do that just by modifying the link a little bit. I'm not gonna lie, I am really annoyed by, like, the fact that if I'm, like, in YouTube Shorts and I exit the app and go back in, it just automatically starts playing videos. Like, I know they're doing it because that's a TikTok thing, but I'm just like, I don't like auto-playing. It's really annoying to me. Just like, if I want to watch something, I want to be the one to choose to watch something. Yeah. Damn it. You got insane cooking in your head? Oh, hell yeah. Damn it. Mashing up Ariana Grande and West Germany together. You're gonna have to explain that one to me. You should not be allowed to cook. Is Ariana Grande telling Mr. Gorbachev to tear down that wall? You can't explain it to yourself right now. Gotcha, gotcha. Is she actually? Did I get that right? No cooking beyond that. Pizza Hut times Gorbachev collab. It toppled over the USSR. LeBron would do the same thing. I think it's I think it's a little bit funny to like imagine these weird like moments in like political history, like reimagined to like sell Pizza Hut or just any sort of like corporate thing. Is what you get for being friends with you. Did you ever watch the anime Food Wars or read the manga? I don't know. I need to finish Food Wars, by the way. I don't think I'm caught up on the latest season. But in that show, you know Soma has this like insane, weird like culinary background where he works, where the clothes burst, yeah. he has this background working at a restaurant, and he doesn't have formal training, and yet he's capable of cooking like insanely tasty dishes that'll bring anyone to their knees and give them obviously full body orgasms in the show. But my theory is because you also catch these scenes where he's literally just making the most disgusting foods ever. Like, I think in one scene he's like, octopus tentacles plus peanut butter. Ooh, I wonder what that tastes like. And it's obviously meant to be gross, but my theory is that type of experimentation is exactly how he became as good of a cook as he is. Because he's clearly, like, going through all of, like, squid and peanut butter. That's right. He's going through all the recesses of his mind thinking he knows what the squid tastes like. He knows what the peanut butter tastes like. He was curious enough to know what they would taste like together. He acknowledges that it's a gross thing, but at the same time, he had to know what it was like to taste those together. And I think that's how he became, like, a really good cook, because he's able to kind of, like, see, too, what different combinations of flavors will lead to and what effect they have on the mouth. So, I don't know. I like that approach to life, because I like to think that, like, this whole idea of coming up with these weird thoughts of, like, oh, Ariana Grande times Mr. Gorbachev or whatever. Like, you get those weird thoughts because every now and again you get, like, a really funny thought that just, like, blows everything else you're doing out of the water. I think that's kind of how comedy works too, anyway, right? It's just like connecting a bunch of like information that's like not necessarily, or like maybe you didn't even consider it before, and just presenting it in a new way. About to slam the world of cuisine to the recess of the black hole. Yeah. What if you bring a 1 terabyte Samsung SSD, end up in the CIA meeting office, drop the SSD, refuse to explain, and leave? So here's my follow-up question. Would you even get into the CIA meeting office with an SSD in your pocket? I'm not so sure they would let you in and let you get that far with the SSD. Assuming you did, though, they'd probably apprehend you. Yeah, during the Cold War. So if it was during the Cold War, they'd probably question that you were, like, a spy, or you were, like, giving information to, like, a mole or something. You get teleported in time and space. You go back in time so you can deliver this SSD. Or not even just deliver it, just drop it in the office. I have a feeling that they would think that you were, like, colluding with the enemy or something. They probably wouldn't. I don't know if they would. Because they're not going to have, like, any adapters or anything that can access the information on there. I was about to say, would they even... If you told them you had a terabyte of storage, would they even know what that means? Like, they probably had the prefixes of, like... So they have the kilobyte prefix. They probably have the megabyte and the gigabyte. They probably would be able to know what a terabyte is. But they probably wouldn't be able to believe that that is the amount of storage in that little device. Wouldn't they lock you up and try to make you spit out info about the future tech? Yeah, I think that would probably be their best bet, because it's not like they can really crack it. Okay, so in this hypothetical scenario, do you know what's on the SSD? Or is it just... Is it random data, or is it just nothing? Is it literally just like a brand new SSD out of the box? Because they'll be able to get that information out of you. Like, they don't mess around. But the question is that information helpful to them at all? Or is it like, I don't know, 1,000 duplicate images of, like, Goatsy or something like that? The point of the SSD is to shock the people in the 70s. Oh, gotcha. Okay. About the future era storage. Oh, okay. Yeah. Yeah, so it's more so about sending the message that you're carrying more data than most of their, like, computer rooms can carry. Most of their computer rooms could even dream of carrying. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, computers back then occupied entire rooms. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Like, if you were to drop off today's gaming laptop at the same time area, they wouldn't even know how to figure it out, or how the heck it works. They wouldn't. But they'd probably be able to charge it. probably win the Cold War using that. If you gave them the password such that they could log in, what would they use it for, though? It's not like... I mean, they probably had early versions of the internet, but I don't know if they could necessarily connect to it on it. Okay. Let's... There we go. All right. No. Damn it. Oh, shit. I can't even recover. Oh. There is no Netflix in the house. It's 2009. You're gonna watch Ed, Edd n Eddy with me. That sounds good. I love Ed, Edd n Eddy. That was one of my favorite shows growing up. Damn it. Oh no, why'd you fall down there? You're literally double D. Nice. With the person with the hat, yeah. I could see that. Yeah, they seem like a character of which, like... I don't really know how to put it. The fact that they're a dude doesn't really, like... Or at least the fact that they're, like, portrayed as being a dude doesn't really seem to affect how they interact with other people all that much. They're kind of just doing their own thing. I feel like I'm like a fusion between Double D and Ed, I think. Just like the idea that like I like science a lot and I don't know, that there's definitely like the universe interests me, but I'm also easily entertained by like the simple things, I guess. And I like absurdist humor. I don't know if it's that Ed likes absurdist humor. I think he just... The way he ends up interacting with the world just ends up becoming absurdist. But yeah, I used to watch that show growing up so much. My parents, well, mostly my mom, hated that show so much. For two reasons. One, she doesn't like animated shows in general. I don't know. Animation was just one of those, like... Animation was just one of those mediums that wasn't for her. I think some people are just like that. But second, she believed it was a legitimately stupid show. And I don't blame her for thinking that, but I think it's funny even though it's stupid. it definitely influenced the kind of humor that I'm into. Your mom didn't like you watching... Oh, Mr. Bean. I never watched a ton of Mr. Bean, but that's funny to think about. Yeah, because... Yeah, that was his whole thing, right? He just, like... a lot of the comedy was through, like, his expressions and his actions, right? But she legit would blast American Dad and Family Guy. She'll let you watch it and doesn't even cover my eyes or ears. Nice. I don't remember exactly when I started watching Family Guy, but it was probably like when I was 12 or 13. I remember seeing commercials for it and seeing that it was like rated TV 14. My parents were never super big sticklers about that type of thing. I think there were only a couple times where they were watching like R-rated movies, like they had rented a movie and were having a movie night together. Like, oh, you don't want to watch this movie, it's too scary, or it's like, it's not appropriate. But honestly, once I was like 10, 11, 12, kind of in that age range, they kind of stopped caring. I specifically remember going to my mom and asking her if I could watch Princess Mononoke. Because that was when Cartoon Network was going through all of their different, when they were going through all their different, like, Studio Ghibli movies. And Princess Mononoke is, like, the only movie in his collection that's rated PG-13. So I was like, hey, can I watch this movie? And she's like, yeah, I don't care. That's fine. She's like, I trust you. Like, you can watch whatever you want. Shit. No, stop falling. I think the most inappropriate show my parents let me watch before I probably had any right to watch it was 2.5 Men. I mean, that's also a show that's like stupid humor, but such a big crux of that show is the fact that just Charlie is sleeping around with like anyone and everyone. But I mean, like, when you're that young, you're probably going to relate more to Jake, the kid, right? At least that's how I always saw it. Oh. Shit. Stop sliding, please. There we go. No. We're soaring, we're flying, we're falling. There's I can't believe he isn't with us. All from a McDonald's Sprite. Get the fuck out. Okay. McDonald's Sprite meme is factually true, because it's so damn sweet. Oh my god. There was a meme that went big a couple years ago about McDonald's Sprite. It was like, McDonald's Sprite hits like a Flume snare. Because there's a musician named Flume who has like the crispiest snares in music. I like that meme. That's a deep cut. I will say, lemon lime from the soda machine does taste different than like a lemon lime that you just crack open from a can. Like it is a different experience, so I get it. No, why'd I fall? Don't go down there. What if you make VTuber lore based on High School Musical? Okay, so I can't really speak to that much because I forget like what the premise of High School Musical even is, other than just a bunch of high schoolers singing and dancing. So it's like, you probably could, and there's probably a market for it. What are you doing? There you go. Oh. VTuber singing. Last Christmas I gave you my heart, but the very next day you gave it away. Saul Goodman told me this is not good for reputation. Of the Miguel League. Are you using a Ham Lindigo Blue? Oh. I wouldn't mind rewatching that show, but whoa, what do I do there? That's the first time I've fallen that way. I think I'm starting to get a little sleepy here. LeBron would be a good lawyer and singer. I'll take your word for it. I don't know him well enough. Do you think LeBron James can get what was Lalo's fake name in what was Lalo's fake name when he was locked up? It was like Jorge de Guzman or something. Do you think LeBron could get Jorge de Guzman off? Yeah. Yep, $7 million in pure cash. He's like, I could pay it. You found a Homer Simpson AI cover of Anti-Hero. Some of those AI covers kind of slap, not gonna lie. Oh my god, there was like one time, I think Lord Athelstan had like I don't remember what song it was, but he had all the SpongeBob characters singing like a rap song. It was really funny. It wasn't his. I think it was a YouTube video he found, but it was very well done. Mr. Krabs, I'm not that. Oh. I keep falling there. Is that the song by, oh, what's their name? Sam Smith? Or is it a different I'm Not the Only One? Okay, it is Sam Smith. Gotcha, gotcha. Stay with me. I want you. Yeah. I liked a lot of Sam Smith's songs. They did this one song early on with a producer called Naughty Boy, called La La La. That was the first Sam Smith song I ever heard. Actually, let me go ahead and play that. Go ahead and... Yeah, that one. Hell yeah. SpongeBob cover of Love Story. Who is SpongeBob singing that song to? Yes. I know silver lining, I don't need your touch. When you see it's tiring enough, it's enough. I'm covered by eyes like a kid. When the words mean nothing, I go la la la. Yeah. The songwriting is so... I love the songwriting in this one. Also, this music video is really weird. I don't know if you've ever seen it. It's like a kid that just basically goes around and, like, his song brings people peace. Before I lose my mind. Yeah, oh, okay. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, the music video, yeah, and that's like the end of the video, is that he actually does encounter that demon and uses the song to kind of like stop him. I need something to find a way to block it, I go. Damn it. Okay. Turning up the volume as you speak. 'Cause if my heart can't stop it, I'll find a way to block it. Great song. I don't know if Naughty Boy is still making music. I only, that's like the only Naughty Boy song I know. It's funny, because I first heard that song, I think, on a mix of some sort. I'll go ahead and turn the audio back on. Oh my goodness. Rad, yes, Seth. Welcome back. SpongeBob cover of Antihero. That song is for him. Yeah. Oh, I meant to ask you. Who is SpongeBob? If SpongeBob sings Love Story, who is he singing to? Is it Sandy Cheeks? Is it Patrick? Is it Squidward? Oh, it was Gary. Yes, that okay. Yeah, that makes sense. No. There we go. But they didn't end up in cutter. So yeah. Damn it. Oh, was that actually canonized? I actually wasn't sure. You know, now that you mention it, yeah, I think there haven't been... Now that you mention it, yeah, I don't know if there's been really any episode plots of, like, SpongeBob trying to pursue someone romantically. That makes a lot of sense, yeah. I mean, to be fair, he does reproduce asexually, and I know that that was a... I mean, that was a throwaway joke in one episode, but That is a good point, is that, yes, he is canonically asexual in terms of, like, reproduction. Sandy Cheeks seems along with me. You know what? Of all the Bikini Bottom characters who would do Taylor Swift songs, I feel like Sandy Cheeks is like the natural one I'd expect. I feel like Sandy would want to go for someone who's, like, intellectually on her level. She's a Swiftie. Yeah, I could definitely see Sandy Cheeks being a Swiftie. But yeah, who would she sing that for? I don't think it would be really anyone in the main crew. SpongeBob, I think she sees as too immature, and probably as, like, closer to a little brother. Patrick, I think, is too dumb for her. Squidward is probably closer to her intellectually, but is probably too much of a sourpuss because she's very, like, chipper. But I don't know, maybe she'd be okay with that. You're in the rabbit hole of AI covers. It's not a hole I've really explored all that much. Like, I keep getting served videos of, like, different people doing AI covers. I know a lot of other VTubers that have covers of their own done have the ick from it, which totally understand. Marceline from Adventure Time and Mordecai Ring. Oh my god. That's a good combination, I like that. Wait, wasn't there a whole thing with, like, Mordecai and Twilight Sparkle? Does that AI cover exist somewhere? Alright, back here once again. No. Alex Jones, huh? She wears short skirts. Damn it. No! Don't go down there. Alex. I like how you described it as Alex Jones of podcast infamy. Ladies and gentlemen, the water makes you a Swiftie. I repeat, the water makes you a Swiftie. You're putting chemicals in the water to make all the frickin' frogs Swifties. I have no idea if that's an accurate impression. I just know that he talks with a gruff voice and always sounds like he has some urgent news to share with you. Damn it. I could see someone actually, like, making that, yeah. You think if Lady Gaga was in Bikini Bottom, SpongeBob would be a fan? I think he would. No! Don't go there. Damn it. I was about to say I was getting better at, like, recovering in the ice area, so I didn't fall all the way down here, but that was short-lived. I think 10 more minutes or so, I think, and then I'll be done for the night. He would be the physical epitome of paparazzi. That cover has to exist. SpongeBob singing paparazzi. Damn it. You really just have that tiny window to jump. Damn it. Shoot. So what you're looking for has been the conspiracy theories for the whole time. Oh my god. Okay, so, do you know who the streamer Vinesauce is? Like Vinny? He had a, he did like a video a while back where I think it was like the original... It was the original OpenAI proof of concept for AI-generated music. And I don't remember what the tool was called. It's blanking on me now, but the whole purpose of it was basically you tell the tool one of two things. Yeah, Windows 98 XP discretion thing. Yeah. So you tell this tool either I want you to make a song in this style, or I want you to take this pre-existing song and just continue it, essentially. Just create an AI extension of it. So he would do this thing where he would just, like, choose a random artist from the database and start playing it, and he'd be like, chat, this is this artist. Does this sound like that kind of song to you? And I specifically remember him playing a Louis Armstrong song. Like the jazz musician that played the trumpet back in, like, the 20s or whatever. So, you would hear, like, a very lo-fi, like, audience screaming, and then you would hear, like, some trumpeting, and then you'd hear, but, like, the lyrics don't make any sense. God, those early AI songs, I remember the first time I heard that, I was, like, thinking, I really like the idea of, like, a vaporwave artist, like, sampling AI music. Like, I know the legal ramifications of it are not very good, and I'm sure there's a lot of ethical concerns as well, but, I mean, bring back Windows Movie Maker 3D. There you go. Doesn't he have, like, a program now that just automatically generates YouTube poop? Do AI covers plus Windows Movie Maker 3D music videos. There you go. Yeah, just automate the generation of music videos. But yeah. I don't know. The ethical ramifications aside, I think if we have vaporwave artists that, like, are doing, like, plunderphonic techniques where they're literally just ripping samples, but they're still making some really cool shit out of it, I feel like we could do the same thing with, like, AI music. Where it's like, if people are doing more than just generating the song and just slapping their name on it, if they're actually like remixing or sampling it, like that, I feel like that opens up a whole new possibility of like sound design. I don't know. It's something I'd be interested in exploring, but I don't think I'd really do it under the Rad Nomad name if I did it. Only because I think, I don't know, AI is a crazy, touchy subject right now, in general, and I don't think people are wrong for feeling the way they do about it. I mean, shit, my, the EP cover I made, my last EP cover is AI generated. The original design I had for Rad Nomad was AI generated. I mean, when I came into this, I didn't realize how contentious of a topic it was. And now I know. So, I'm kind of just... The way I personally see it is that it's slowly becoming more accepted, but people are also very... people are very vocal about what it is they don't like about it, right? They don't like that people are using these programs to scrub all of this artwork that people have made. The thing with AI is it should be a support tool. Exactly. Yeah. So, rather than a straight-up job replacer. Yeah. And that's, like, the biggest concern, right? Is that you have this tool that's consuming art that a lot of people have spent all of their time and energy in. It's consuming it, and then greedy companies are using this technology to literally lay off full staffs of designers because they think that it's capable of replacing them. It's not. And I mean, people are very quick to realize, hell, I'm quick to realize whenever an image is AI generated. It has its own kind of style to it. And worse yet, we're starting to get to the point where people are legit misleading others with AI. And that, I think, is a very dangerous direction, I think. AI does not respect copyright and rights to privacy. Right, exactly. And ultimately, that's why I've kind of backed off on it, because the truth is, if you really want to do, like, ethical art and, like, presentation in your branding, whatever AI you use has to come from an ethical source. And right now, most AI, I don't think is ethical. I think it will get to that point. I think people are starting to hold it to a higher standard. Even in, like, parts of Europe, I think they passed a law saying that, like, all AI that's, like, available to consumers and stuff has to, like, say where it got its training data from. That is a step in the right direction, I think, because we're actually holding AI artists when picking up pencils. It's too hard for them to draw. Yep, exactly. So, I think that's the direction that AI is going to take, right? Is that people are going to hold companies that produce AI more accountable. People are going to realize that they're not following copyright standards. They're going to get dragged for that. And eventually, we're going to have solutions where artists can potentially opt in and either get their stuff licensed, or maybe some of them will just choose to give some of their art for free to this design. But the important thing is that the models have their consent to use their art. I think that's an ethical replacement. Or, like, not a replacement, but an ethical direction for it to go. Because even then, I don't think it can fully replace the art that any individual person or any team of people is capable of doing. All of that said, that's a bit of a long tangent. It's something I feel passionate about, and it's also something that I have a hard time articulating because I know how upset people get about AI. I think everyone has a right to be upset with it, because I think I think we as a society jumped really quickly into it without really realizing the ramifications of it. And I don't know if there's necessarily a finger to point at to blame someone. I think we're just kind of in this position now, and we have to, like, we need to start thinking about what the long-term solution is going to look like. Because clearly automating everyone's jobs away is not the right solution. Like, disrespecting people's, like, ownership of their own materials is not the right solution. We'll get there. It might be naive of me to say, but I think we'll figure out the kind of... We'll find the middle ground there. It just might take a while. But yeah, to your point, though, what you're saying, Zaf, right? It's a tool. It's like AI should just stay to help in research fields of science and math. I think AI has a lot of potential to catch patterns that people might not necessarily be able to. And I think ultimately that's where you can really exploit the powers of AI. A resolution to limit AI usage on human art and expressions is a nice step in the direction. Yeah, and as someone who was really interested in the technology when it came out, I will just go ahead and say, like, I'm thankful I got to experiment a little bit with it and play around with it. Like, I do think it's genuinely interesting and fascinating. Like, take away the, like, assuming you're just kind of doing it on your own just to see what comes out of it, it has given me some ideas. I mean, like, and I think even just as a tool of, like, experimenting, like, what do things look like in general? Like, I've used AI, like, a little bit. Like, I told you I made my first model, not my first model, but, like, my first original character design with AI. Like, I'll occasionally see, like, okay, what happens when you put a hat on a wizard? Like, that's kind of a neat way of doing it, but yeah, you just use it as kind of like a starting point, not the ending point. But yeah, ultimately, I do like what it could possibly do in, like, the fields of, like, science and math, because, yeah, and even programming to an extent, I think. Someone, there's a quote on, someone posted a really nice quote on Twitter that was basically along the lines of, like, it should do the tedious work for creative people and not the creative work for tedious people. Like, that's a pretty... I think that's a pretty apt explanation of it. Yeah, I appreciate that I can talk to you about this with you, Zaf, because, like I said, I feel like it's a tough conversation for people to have. I think a lot of people are completely turned off from generative AI, and I think for fairly good reasons. But I also think it's a conversation worth having, because I think it's not really going anywhere. I mean, shit, Zaf. I was, when I was trying to find, like, I'll just quickly hide this. I was trying to find, like, royalty-free, like, stock assets to use, and I'm 99% sure that this is all, like, human-made, right? This isn't AI-generated. But the amount of stock assets nowadays, it's all AI. It's all AI. And it's just... And the worst part is that it's not even, like, tagged AI. You tell the tool, hey, filter out all the stock images that are AI, you're still gonna get full of AI. Granted, I probably should commission someone at some point to have, like, a better background and stuff. This is kind of like a placeholder a little bit, but as someone who dwells in science fiction involving AI and its implications IRL, you're not too strange to artificial intelligence. Yeah, exactly. And I feel like, and that's the thing, right? I feel like this generation grew up with this promise of artificial intelligence to an extent, right? We had a lot of media when we were younger about, like, robot characters that could, like, feel to an extent, or robots we could, like, maybe not even feel, but just we could communicate with. God, I keep falling in that same area. Granted, I don't think I expected it all to happen within the span of, like, 2 years or so. But, I mean, to be fair, it wasn't just 2 years. Shit, one of the last classes I took in college was an introduction to artificial intelligence. So, like, you learn about, like, heuristic, like, algorithms. You learn about, like, neural networks. Like, you learn about, like, how to gauge the success of, like, a program that can play, like, a game of tic-tac-toe or something. It's like, it's not... it's not completely out of the realm of possibility, I think, to see that we could have made that jump between where we were and then where we are now. AI and robots have one major advantage that people forgot in this lifetime. What's that? They're able to work in environments where humans wouldn't be feasible to. Yes, and that is a very good point. So the idea that like you could send a robot into like a dangerous area to do like either reconnaissance work or even in some cases I think like they've been explored as like rescue, like for rescue missions. Shit. How the hell do you get up there? Oh, I think I see how. Yep. Zaf, we're on the final level. I don't think I'm going to be able to get much higher than this. But... Time to scale the Tower of Pizza, yes. Shit. Ow. Okay, those first few levels aren't terrible. It's just the fact that I have to go back through all of this kind of sucks. Damn it. No! Oh. Okay. I think I'm gonna go ahead and call it. You don't want me to call it? We're soaring. Okay. I'm just... Oh my gosh. Get the fuck out. Holy shit, though. I didn't realize how close I was to the final level. Okay. I will attempt maybe like 1 or 2 more times, but I'm gonna fall asleep pretty soon. I am having fun right now. This is exciting. I think I need a break from this chapel. Damn it. Keep overshooting. Yes, Seth. Is this gonna... Make you listen to Last Christmas while driving your car into a tree at light speed. That's a very colorful picture you've painted in my mind, Zaf. When you fell from the tower into bed. I can't say I've ever considered driving my car into a tree at light speed, but you know what? Now that you've said that, I'll give it another thought. No, I did it again. Keep sliding off that block. Stop falling down there. You're not allowed to go there. LeBron would do it when he plays Getting Over It while covered in peanut oil and being spun on a chair. If they make a live-action movie of Getting Over It, I think LeBron should play the Man in the Cauldron. Actually, no. There's a real question for you. If they made a Getting Over It live-action movie like they're doing for Minecraft, who would play the Man in the Cauldron and who would play Bennett Foddy? That isn't a bad idea. Seth to just shave Seth Rogen's head. It has to be a bald guy. Nicolas Cage. So my personal opinion, I think it needs to be someone who's bald. That's just good typecasting. And someone with a British accent should play Bennett Foddy, because I think Bennett Foddy has a British accent too. Dwayne. Oh, that'd be fucking funny. Yeah. Okay. Let's give Dwayne Johnson the role. And then how about I'm trying to think of all the. God, why is Benedict Cumberbatch? I don't want Benedict Cumberbatch narrating. He's got too deep of a voice. It needs to be someone like lighthearted. What's his name? Richard Ayoade? Ayoade? How do you pronounce his name? The guy who plays Maurice Moss from IT Crowd. He should be Bennett Foddy. Okay. We gotta pitch this to Netflix. That's such a weird I love that concept for a movie. Like, Dwayne The Rock Johnson just wakes up and he's in a cauldron with a hammer. And, like, Richard just starts narrating everything that's going on. I'd watch it. Well, you're welcome. Yes, thank you. What can I say except you're welcome? Oh my god, what's going on with my hand? God, I want to see a Photoshop image of this now. I think I'm going to work on that. I'll make a Photoshop image of, like, a live-action Getting Over It movie. Maybe I'll do that after. I love... That's something that needs to, like, exist. The way Jumpking Face planted into that. Yeah. That's what I do like that about the ice levels, is that when you fall, you just faceplant, but you keep sliding. What's up? Yep. Do you think Gen Z is the last generation to listen and appreciate 70s to 90s music? I don't think they'll be the last, honestly. I think the way, in general, that we consumed music is... It's evolved a lot since we were younger, right? I think the way it used to work is that you would have kids that are born, and they'd kind of grow up listening to a combination of what their parents listened to and the pop music that was around when they were kids, right? And then they become adults, and then they kind of latch on to some artists, and then the cycle repeats, right? Because I've heard there's a statistic where, like, once you turn 30, you stop, like, your musical taste kind of solidifies. And you stop, like, experimenting a lot with music. Wait, what? For this year's December. Wham-pocalypse. Survive December without hearing Last Christmas? Oh, God. I can't turn on the radio at all. It's just gonna show up. I mean, I'll attempt it. I'll let you know how many times I hear it. Oh yeah, but where I was going with that. You survived 14 days in the Wham-pocalypse. Good for you. Oh. The music mod in PZ and one of the radios blasted it. Oh, they did you dirty. That's awful. Oh, shit. But yeah, what I was gonna say is that the way we consume music is different from how previous generations have, because now we have two things. One, we have, or at least we had at some point, TV stations that would literally not let us forget about how good of a decade the 80s were. Or even the 70s, depending on what time of day you watch it. Right? There are literally, like, TV specials of, like, I love the 80s, where it's like, if you want to just listen to 80s music, you could just turn on the TV at certain times, and that's all you'll hear. But on top of that, we also have things like Spotify and stuff, where it's like, any music from any decade is kind of just, like, accessible. So it's like, not only do kids nowadays have... People got whammed every day. Yeah, they probably did. They got whammed every Christmas, and every last Christmas, or whatever. So, not only... Stop falling, please. Thank you. So, not only do they have the music that their parents grew up on, and the pop music of their day, they literally have every opportunity to listen to and get exposed to music of pretty much any of the past several decades. They probably aren't listening to music earlier than the 60s. I don't think that's as common. Spotify got invented to make listening music without the risk of giving your PC or digital devices digital STDs. Yeah, a common... Kazoo. Yeah, I was on Kazoo a lot. Well, it wasn't just that, right? It was also, like, they wanted a solution that would also, like, give some sort of, like, payment and, like, licensing to artists. It just unfortunately happened that Spotify isn't good at giving artists royalties, but they made enough deals with record labels that at least they won't get sued for hosting the music. It's not a great solution. It's a very consumer-friendly solution, I'll say. And also trying to make all copyright music corporations not, like, have a meltdown. Yes. It's not a very good... I was about to say, of hearing music being played without permission. It's a very good consumer solution, because now everyone has access to free music. It's a very good record label solution in that it allows them to basically get licensing to take place in a legal manner that also allows them to promote music. But it's not very good for the musicians themselves because it doesn't give them that big of a chunk for their music compared to, like, I don't know, Bandcamp sales or merch sales or ticket sales. It took Taylor Swift until 2018-ish to have her songs on Spotify. Well, she was against Spotify for a while, wasn't she? Because of the fact that it wasn't, it didn't pay, like, super well. I took a really long walk to get to the point that I was trying to make, which is, I don't think Gen Z will be the last generation to repeat it. I think what I've learned from following what my wife does on TikTok is that even older songs go through, like, occasional, like, renaissance, so to speak. And I also feel like, because I was about to say, like, Stranger Things last season, very, very minor spoiler alert, Running Up That Hill by Kate Bush, very good 80s song, basically had its second life due to Stranger Things. And then, from what I understand, Fleetwood Mac recently got a second wind, specifically because a lot of their songs were trending on TikTok. But also, we photon slammed into a comet at light speed while listening to Last Christmas. Impacts our earnings and, like, the free use of it. Yeah. But yeah. All that to say, we'll have people who appreciate older music. Like, I think there's definitely going to be a percentage of people who, I mean, I'll go ahead and freely admit, right? I was very disconnected from modern pop music when I was a kid. And that's not to say I didn't know any modern pop music. You know, I listened to Rob Thomas. I listened to, who the fuck? I listened to Maroon 5. Your parents know you're pure Gen Z. Then they hear you singing Careless Whisper. Yeah, there you go. Good song. I like how that song became a meme. Fuck, where was I going with this? Oh yeah, I didn't really listen to much pop music other than, like, I listened to a little bit. Like, I listened to Maroon 5, I listened to Rob Thomas. I didn't keep up with too much more beyond that. But I got really into classic rock. I was just like, that was the stuff that actually, like, interested me. Come to find out, the stuff I was looking for was actually just psychedelic music, and that there's plenty of modern music to like. And that's another weird side effect, too, of this current, like, music in this day and age, is that you can find, like, a very specific niche of music that you really like that may not necessarily be any sort of mainstream. I would be very surprised if anything I listened to ended up in the mainstream. I'd love to see, like, Death's Dynamic Shroud go mainstream. Like, if for no other reason than I feel like of all the artists I listen to, they're more likely to. Just because they're kind of on that edge, like, just getting into kind of the hyperpop territory with their sound. But, I don't know. We'll see. You let your heart sing. What if? By 0.5 times, it's gonna get really slow really quickly, I think. I think it should be like it gets 1% slower. I also like how you're doing it like every vowel. Every word that song has a vowel in it. Ah, stop falling. For real though, have you ever seen Master of Puppets, but every time they say master, it increases speed by 1%? That's really funny because it starts accelerating like really quickly in the first chorus. LeBron James has no vowels. There we go. That would actually make a pretty cool DJ name, I think. He rewrote the rules of the English language. He could probably rewrite math so that he could divide by 0. Damn it. Shit. Nerd cover of Last Christmas. Actually, last Christmas I gave you my heart, and the very next day you gave it away. Yeah, you do a very good. You do a much better nerd voice. That little like nasally sound. Oh, don't fall. Come on. Actually, this is what my nerd voice sounds like. I almost feel like I'm going to Valley Girl territory. Damn it. Bro, really? Actually, if you're a Jump King, what are you the king of? I don't see any crown on you. God, I really sound like I'm going Valley Girl territory. That's like... You could stop falling, I'd appreciate that. Actually, he's the king. Ugh. This is no good. I don't even want to know how many times I've fallen down this chapel in this episode. I got way too cocky there. My God, I thought you were someone to rely on me. I guess I was a shoulder to cry on. My God. My God, I thought you were someone to rely on me. I guess I was just a shoulder to cry on. I'm always like subconsciously adding like... What's that word? What's that? Fuck. I can't even think about it. What's that, lisp? That's like, I feel like I'm like unintentionally adding like a lisp. Actually, I speak with a lisp. Nah, that's too much. That's over the top. Actually, I can enunciate very well. I just sound like a valley girl for some reason. I'm glad you like it. I need to take like speech lessons to speak like a nerd. It's funny because I do feel like I fit the nerd demographic when I was you're gonna Thanks. Appreciate it. I needed more clips anyway. Actually, I think you do a better job because you actually make it... You off-key that lyric. I think you do a better job because you really make it sound nasally. Hang on, let me try holding my nose. Actually... I feel like that was a little bit better. Okay, it's, Oh. Hey, Oliver. I locked eyes with my cat. I think he's trying to tell me he's ready for bed. You pissed off people with your nerd voice? Oh, I'm sure they love that. I actually like the idea of going into like Call of Duty or something like that with the nerd voice. And just like condescendingly explaining how to use certain weapons. They don't have microphone in League of Legends, right? I feel like if they did, that would be way more toxic of a game than it already is. I've never seen so much salt in one game. Damn it, I did the same exact thing. Alright. Actually... LeBron would be able to calculate the tangent line to the basketball as it goes into the hoop. There you go. God, I am definitely making that Photoshop after I'm done. Sorry, my mind just went back to the live action getting over it. I need that to be a thing. A different VTuber outfit. Oh, you should have a, like the cowboy outfit that Gosling had. That'd be pretty cool. Then we could be, cowboy buddies. I don't think I've ever said the phrase cowboy buddies in my life at all. You made me say a new sentence. Gosling is so you. I would bet he's probably given money to Long John Silver's at one point. No. Okay. I keep sighing and say, okay, that was it. All right, I am calling it here. It is a little after 10 my time. We played for 3 hours, and I am yawning. We have made very good progress this game. I'm very happy in where we've ended up. Even though I kept falling down, I have spent the most time I think on this level on average, but this is good. I'm glad about the progress I made. So yes, thank you, Zaf, and thank you for hanging with me this whole time. Appreciate it as always. Yes, we will pick up this game at some point, maybe either this weekend or sometime next week. Um, but yeah, thank you so much, everyone, for joining. This has been fun. Let's go ahead and I am an EP King. Yes, let's go ahead and check to see who is streaming. You stay fantastic too, Zaf. Always a pleasure having you hang out in this stream. I think. Don't get photon slammed. Be the photon that slams. Words to live by. Yes, thank you. Okay. Cool. I have no idea if that came through or not. Okay. Let me set this up. We are rating Yuxi.